Welcome back to MT Creations Creates, and today we're going to make more laminations. Backstory time. So in the doll video I mentioned that I have a lot of characters, and I basically grouped them together in a list that I call the MTverse. It is comprised of all the characters I've created and my favorite IP based ones too. It has many MT variants and a lot of Jimmies. So today I'm just going to print out the first batch and show how I'm going to stick them to my wall in my room, because content. The doll video didn't do so hot. I lost like 3 subscribers in the same morning, like an hour after posting it. I think the two are correlated, so I'm gonna try and dial back on the age restricted stuff. I was gonna originally age restrict this because I have Sunflower as one of the laminations. She's covered up, but she's very clearly being her nudist self. So I'm gonna try and censor that the best I can. Here's our first page of MTverse Laminations. I have so many characters, so I just put it in this like little format. Here will be where the MT variants go. The rest is where my original characters go, and here will be like IP based or IP based inspired characters. Since this is the first page, of course I brought in the main characters. You got MT, Sunflower behind the sensor bar, Catalina, Marble. Frankie is a character I'm hoping to release soon. I was working on this animation for maturity increase. I was hoping to introduce Frankie as a new character to the MTverse there, so those who are interested can stay tuned for that. Of course, can't forget Horizons, MT colored Jimmy. Of course, can't forget Melvin. Here's some older characters. David Pennyfoot, Peblo. Peblo's a character that's really hard to describe. He came from a project that I never finished. He also appeared in my MT Creations Christmas special. There's Chowsers, who was my first Minecraft dog. Bouncy Ball, who started all the animation business on this channel. There's the character from the Inktober series I did. I decided to name her Maya. You got David, Kevin, Bobby and Amelia, who helped start this channel. And this little speck here is Lax Jr. Lax Jr. will make an appearance in Life of MT episode 5. And if you're interested in where he comes from this like whole comic that I've been working on. You can go see it on the MT Creations Discord. Claudia is a Spanish Galician time traveler character I've been working on for a long time. She also will make an appearance in Life of MT episode 5. Vanita here is a fairly recent new Neko character I created for a story I was writing with a couple of my friends. We never really got it off the ground, so I'm hoping to just use her in Life of MT sometime. So we'll see. Then there's Mippy. He made an appearance in my last MT Creations Creates video, and he also has his own video on the Looney Submarine channel. It's called Uwa. I'm hoping to introduce him more to the MT verse. There's David Binkley. If you don't know who David Binkley is, there are like 4 streams I think we have on the Looney Submarine channel where we go over his content. Then there's Dot, the Pixel Stone hero from my favorite games of all time, Pixel Ripped. There's the Water Bottle Lady from the Spider-Man 2 PC game. I have a video on that too. There's Sailor Mercury, my favorite Sailor Moon sailor. And then there's my own version of Doc Ock, Otto M. Octavius from my one Halloween video. And technically a very early version of MT Creations Creates. It's in the I have this whole MT Creations Creates playlist if you guys want to see all the videos, and you can watch that there. Looking at the singular page, it looks like it's going to be another short episode because I'm just going to cut it up, laminate it, stick it to my wall. So I know people like short videos because their monkey brains can't handle more than like 5 minutes of content, but I kind of want to provide more to this idea. So I'm going to make a second page more characters. So let's pick an MT variant to make. And I gotta be careful with who I pick because I got a lot of characters I haven't released and I don't want to reveal yet. Especially Life of MT characters. So I'm gonna choose some more obscure ones. Alright, looking at the list here, I think I'll probably start off with Lightning Daddy and Void Daddy, though those were created by my friend John. So maybe I'll make a copy of each for him and a copy for Connor. Maybe Maya, the October mech girl. She needs her mech. I'll pick Bob for Bob's Army, Red Bob, Blue Bob. Maybe the main three from 6 times, Daryl, Frederick, and Senny. I have to finish that series. All episodes except for the last 2 that I still gotta upload are on Webtoon if you guys want to check it out. There is a video trailer I made for it, so you can find the link there. The mechanical gnome from Bay House would be cool. Blue Q and the Wall Guardian. They're from a VR chat map I never finished, but I'm going to be adding them to my upcoming Liminal Center project, and you can check out that concept trailer on the Maturity Increase channel. And let's add Automaton. Love my Automaton. I think just those characters should be good for now, and we can add more if we need to, because what can I say, I have a whole universe of characters. You know how they have those posters with like every Marvel comic character or every DC superhero? Yeah, I can very well make one of those myself. Actually, that might not be such a bad idea. I might do that. That might be a cool art project. I'm gonna note that down. Alright, I got all my laminations set up on my bedside table, and I think we're ready to put them up. To attach my laminations to the wall, I just use this mounting putty. It's very, very strong actually. Let me show. I already have these little laminations up, and these little 3D prints that I had on my room wall. And yeah, they've been up here for a while already, so it'll hold. Alright, all the putty is on the back of all of them, and I think they're ready to be put up. So of course, let's start with MT. MT will just be right there, smack dab in the middle. So just push them onto the wall, and there we go. Right there, there's MT, and now his whole universe will just grow around him. go. The MTverse is ready to grow on my wall. So cool. My plan here is to have, all the original characters up here. The IP-based characters just sort of like form this big line down here, and all the Jimmies would just kind of form a huge line here, and maybe like make some rows and everything. So I got it all mapped out, and then there's MT in the middle of his universe. The MTverse. And Jimmy. Alright, let's draw these things. I already picked an MT variant, which will be Insomnia MT. And I put in the Lightning Daddy and Void Daddy with a copy for John and Connor. And now, let's see. Let's start with Maya's mech. I pulled up some reference, and I got Maya here just to put it to scale. This is going to be a big lamination. I'm going to put a bunch of big laminations on this page because I picked so few characters, and we need some big characters in our universe. So let's start here. There we go. Maybe not proportionately the best. Maybe it could be a little smaller than that. It doesn't work. It doesn't like translate well to 3D. Okay, I guess that works for now. It's not gonna be the best. It's something. So let's color this thing. And there we are. There's the mech. And then compared to Maya here, I think it works. I think it checks out. It's not proportionately correct or anything. It looks a little wonky. It's a bit chunky, but it's something. We'll deal with this. It's cool. It's very nicely colored as well. So at least I guess in terms of color, it's appealing to look at. So that's it for that. Alright, next up, let's see. Next up we have the characters from Bob's Army. So this will be very fun and interesting. So let's just start with Bob. I don't know how big you should be. Maybe I'll make his proportions related to Bouncy Ball. So let's get Bouncy Ball here. Alright, so here's Bouncy Ball. His face was on a different layer, so that's why he doesn't have one. So let's make the Bob's heads just the same size as Bouncy Ball here. We'll put them there. Maybe we can get one of Bob and Red Bob. And then the blue Bobs, they're usually usually grouped up together. So we'll add them all here as a little group. Red Bob and Blue Bob, their character designs are very similar to that of the characters from like Cyanide and Happiness, where they just have like these bodies and stick arms and legs. The designs weren't even like based on those characters specifically. They just drew characters, and this is what they became. They look like if Henry Stickmin and Cyanide and Happiness did a collaboration, or I think it's called Explosionim. I don't know, but it's like if those two content creators had a collaboration, and Bob's Army is the result. I'm actually thinking about doing a new video on Bob's Army, so stay tuned for that. Alright, next up, I'm actually gonna do the automaton, because I have a little space here to fit him in, so I'm gonna try and go ahead and just draw the automaton here. Alright, and there is our little automaton. Next up, we are doing the characters from 6 times. I was originally gonna just put in a photo of them, but instead, I think I'm just gonna draw my own take on them, so I'll just do that. I have a reference photo pulled up on the computer, so I'll just use that. They kind of look like Minecraft characters. Reminds me of when I used to make Minecraft comics back in the day. I kind of like it. I'm gonna stick with the style. They already kind of have that blocky look to them in Tiny Town VR. Alrighty, and there they are, the 3 main characters from 6 times, which I'm gonna of course promote it because I worked hard on it and no one has seemed to notice it. I made a trailer. Just search up 6 times, or look for the 6 times video on the MT Creations channel, and there's a link to the webtoon there. And yeah, I'm gonna try and post the last 2 episodes there soon. Yeah, go check them out. I know I tell it through Tiny Town VR, and these character designs aren't of my own, but the story is. I'm pretty proud of the story and how I used such a limited amount of objects and characters to create this vast, big, sophisticated storyline in Tiny Town VR. So yeah, if that interests you, go check it out. Next up is the mechanical gnome from Bay House. So he's pretty easy. So we can do him real quickly here. He's very geometric in shape. Oh, and there he is. Still creepy as ever. Oh my god, this is probably like the creepiest character I've ever made. I know it's like the type of like very generic, oh look at this. Has a big smile and wide, lifeless eyes, and it's generic. Like it's like generically creepy, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's probably the creepiest looking character I've ever made. The mechanical gnome is supposed to be like this children's, like this big like children's lawn toy, I guess. I think that's what the idea was. It's a gnome and it moves around and you just kind of put it in your lawn and it talks to your kids. Putting it that way, I think the concept is a lot creepier than how he looks. But here's the thing though, with the mechanical gnome, he's supposed to, I think there was an idea where he was supposed to protect you from like outside dangers by scaring you to stay home in the Bay house. If you guys don't know what that is, or if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I made this whole VR chat map, and there's a video about it on my channel, so you guys can go down and find that and check it out. I might make a sequel someday, but if I do, it's gonna be a Blender animation. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll make some like actual legit like non-VR chat standalone games for Bay House, because I love to do that. I love to make a horror game. And there he is, the mechanical gnome. Next up is the Wall Guardian blue Q and red Q from another VR chat map I haven't released called Mall of Cube. And these characters are also then going to be reused for my new project, the Liminal Center. I might actually post a video I made on Mall of Cube. Actually, I think I have it unlisted. I'll probably link that in the description if you guys are interested, and then if that gets good reception, I'll unlist it and make it public. Or I'll make an entirely new video on it. I don't know if I updated it since the video I made, but actually, let's see, I kind of have this cool idea for the Wall Guardian, since he's like this kind of big square guy, and he comes out of the wall, and I'm putting these laminations on my wall. I wonder if maybe I would like save him for a different page where like I'll set them up in a way so you can like fold the sides a bit and stick them to the wall, and it looks like he's actually like coming out of the wall. So maybe I might actually save a Wall Guardian for that, and I'll just do blue Q and red Q, which are pretty easy. They're just cubes, so I can just kind of make a square. There we go. They take up their own little squares. And then the Wall Guardian will probably be like 4 of these little cells big. He'll be huge. Or who knows, maybe I'll make him really big. Maybe we can take like 9 squares. I don't know, I'll see. I'll do that on a different page, and I think that's all the characters I was gonna do. So I gotta look back through the list and add maybe 2 more. Okay, I've decided to do a Jimmy. So I'm gonna show you guys how I stylize our Jimmies, and then I'm gonna add Sparkleworks Idol, which is a very interesting character. I'll play the context right now. Oh no! What do we do?
Dora!
The other one, let's just turn into a completely different
Okay. Sparkleworks Idol.
That was from our, I think from our New Year's stream highlights of 2020. Now that I mentioned that, I gotta finish the highlights for the other stream, because I told people it'd still be up, and then it got like copyright blocked. So yeah, let's start with Sparkleworks Idol, because that thing is the easiest. And that'll be that, I think. Oh, the Jimmy. Now the Jimmy. Now we gotta stylize the Jimmy. And I gotta just pick from my list of Jimmies now. So let me look at my list of Jimmies. there was Titanic Jimmy. You know what? I'm gonna give him Titanic colors. So let's give him like red shoes, big old red shoes. Oh hey, the deed is out. Guys, go check out the deed. Well, not maybe, you know, maybe that the deed's not for everyone. Go guys, go check out Agate. Go check out Agate. We're coming back to our Minecraft series Agate, and it's great. It's awesome. If like a bunch of dumb teenagers play Minecraft is your thing, not talk about Dream, then go watch Agate. We're better than Dream. We're much better than Dream SMP. Okay, go check out Agate. It's awesome. We have fun with it. We're creating a cool, awesome, sophisticated storyline. And yes, go watch Agate. Maybe not every episode will be your cup of tea, and that's okay. You don't need to watch every episode or extra that we make. Just, it's cool. It's fun. You should go see it. Check it out. Anyway, Titanic Jimmy. And I think we finished our page. So there we go. Let's print these out then. All right, let's cut this up with the. These scissors should be a lamination. Okay, these scissors should be a character in the MTverse. These things, I don't know what it is. Okay, my big blue scissors. Again, my big blue scissors, they cut like shit. This thing will cut through iron. Seriously, I don't know why, but it's just so happens that the pretty pink little scissors are the most powerful scissors I have. Let's take care of this. Alright, and there is the MTverse. Still growing. There's still a lot more, but it's got a pretty good start, I'd say. I think this creation is complete. That is where I'm going to end off this video. Yeah, and now my characters are all on my wall, and now you guys get an idea of how I did it. So if you guys ever want to attempt something like that for your room with your characters, you can now too. I'll probably provide some updates if I ever update the wall, which I most likely will. I'll provide updates in the MT Creations Creates Extra videos that we make, and I'll leave it at that.